All right, good day. Welcome to Adventures in Old Code, episode 11. Today we finish the Stock Simulator version 1 series with Stock Simulator, the version 1.5. All right, Stock Simulator, November 1998. We will try this out and see what happens. Yes, we get sound again. All right. Wow, that was awesome. A couple of things. First off, I'm going to make sure my volume is on. There we go. That was a really long intro. When I made these graphical title pages, I didn't have preconceived notions of what they would look like. I literally just sat down at the computer, thought, okay, I'll fill in this line, draw a circle here. What happens if I make a circle emanate from over here? And clearly, as you can see, as circles grew in size, it's not pixel perfect, so it leaves little trails and little extra dots. And I do remember this one for sure, and this is what it looked like on the original hardware. And so there you go. Yeah, so it's kind of like a spotlight, and this the 1.5 is created with text characters, but hey, why not? That's okay. All right. Stock Simulator, the 1.5. Let's see what the message from Joey is. Last time I told you about a fan of mine, Jack Fresnet. I just want to apologize for my behavior. I was in a good mood at the time and didn't want to come on too strong or read into anything. I now see the error of my ways. Yes, people, I make mistakes too, though a considerably less amount than you do. As a matter of fact, I think that one was the first one I ever made. Of course, when I think back on it now, I didn't know what I was doing was wrong, so it wasn't really a mistake when you look at it that way. And he is a fan, so it was good that I went easy on him. Yes, you all can relax now. I am still perfect. Well, I have to go now, but I just wanted to give you guys a word of encouragement. I am better than you. P.S. $500, remember? Okay, so that tells me something. The fact that the message itself wasn't very long means there might be a few new features in this version. Fantastic. I must have spent my time on something, and I don't know if that title screen took all that long. Okay, here I am once again. Many people thought it was impossible, but I am back. I am honored to present to you the Stock Simulator 1.5. This new version comes complete with the whole version, and that's about it. Anyway, play it. I guarantee you'll have the most fun in your life. In my earlier version, 1.4, I slowed the rate down a bit because there was more brain power needed with the integration of multiple stocks. However, many people who were almost as smart as me complained that it was too slow. That is why I have given you a choice. You may choose the speed at which the stocks get calculated and change it as many times as you wish. Just remember, the higher the number, the slower. Version 1 was at speed 10 and version 1.4 was at speed 100. P.S. If by some minuscule chance you don't have the time of your life, then mail me your complaint along with $500 to my address. At what speed do you want the stock to change at? Now, remember, we've been increasing wait times by a factor of 100. And so the last version was at 10,000. So if we want to go with maybe 4,000, make it a little faster than last time, you can now choose one of the following 6 stocks. This looks really similar to the last one. Let's choose 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I'm pretty good at entering in my information by now. This looks all the same. And it is going a little bit faster. It's faster than when we increased 100-fold version 1.4. I think I only did that once last time, and it went really slow. So, okay, nothing has changed except the version number in the logo. Okay, we'll press escape. Okay, same. Oh, but we get a change speed now option. Okay, I'll change speed to 1. Oh, and we're kicked out back into this. So obviously to progress past this point, we have to go sell or quit. Okay, we'll sell. And let's do 1, 4, and 5. Dance techno music is negative. Okay, 50, 50, 50. Go. This should go really fast. And it's going, and it's going, and it's going. All right. That's different. Okay. Okay, we'll quit. Quitting, eh? Well, you must have a good reason. Anyway, you played for 1.74 minutes and gained $195. You received, on average, $1.87 a second. That's awesome. I knew there had to be something new. Okay. And file not found, of course. Awesome. Okay, let's look at this code here. So now we have a speed dot. Oh, with all these dots, I didn't think speed was a keyword. It's not. Oh, I must have a variable called speed somewhere. Okay. First glaring thing is I lowercased pause 1. That's been uppercased for a few versions. Okay, and in like manner, I kept everything the same and added extra ones to the end. Only I have a speed and a so, S-O. Not sure what that is. Okay. Everything looks good. Finally, once again, we've got a sound. So that's the same subroutine as before. I just reintroduced it. Okay, let's do the title. Now the title, I don't think we have anything that we haven't seen before, except H is being set to 0. Now if you remember, H is what was used in the stock pick subroutine. H is 1, it's a flag, yes or no. If this is the first time you're seeing the stock pick page, then don't display the stock positions. That's what H is used for. I'm very startled to see it in the title screen, and I'm not sure why. So that's a question mark. Okay, clearing the screen. Screen 9. We're painting. So this is basically smack dab in the middle of the screen, kind of the middle. Screen 9. So we saw the paint command last time. This paint command only has one color. Normally there was a second color, which is color up to the border of the second color. But without the second color, it just filled the screen. That's how you filled the screen. Hopefully under the hood, QBasic used a different algorithm when it detected a paint command without the second color. Okay, and then we're going to our color 14, which is yellow. We're going from 320 to 162. Backwards. D equals D plus 1. So D is 0 to start out with, because it's the first time we're using it. So first D is 0, and E is always 16 more than D. And the circle that we're making is A times 2 along the x-coordinate and A on the y-coordinate. Nice. So the y-coordinate is going to yes. Okay, so the y-coordinate is going from the bottom of the screen to the middle of the screen, 162. And and while the circle goes up, it's moving to the, it's starting out at an x-coordinate of A, which is 320 times 2, so 640, right at the right hand of the screen, and it's moving to the middle of the screen. So basically what you're getting, oh, and then the radius is changing to always be 16 more than what you, it's just starting at 16 and increasing every time. So this basically draws that trumpet shape from the bottom right, drawing the circle, getting bigger up until the spotlight in the center in yellow. Let's see if we can see that, because you might not remember. Let's say no. That trumpet shape is what we were doing. Okay, keep going. I don't think there's any way to kick out of this. Okay, enter, 1. All right, that's, oh, I don't have that much money. Okay, quit, okay, quit, press any key. You lost $1.37 a second. Oh dear. Okay, so that is the trumpet shape. Then I'm painting again in the middle of the screen, although this time it's bounded by a yellow circle. So I'm painting that same screen color it was before, but up to a boundary of yellow. Okay, then I'm going from 1 to 420. I'm making a circle from the center of the screen, go out. And this time the radius is going to get all the way up to 421. Now, when the screen width is only 640, 421 radius is actually going to be 842 diameter. This is going to go way off the screen. And that's what you see. That circle grows. But as it grows, it's still doing some integer arithmetic and getting rid of decimals. And it's because you can't light up 0.5 of a pixel. So it does the math, converts it to an integer, lights up the pixels, and sometimes some little stray dots are left, and that's what I thought was cool, and that became part of the design. Change back to that bluish purplish color. Go from 175 to 1. If oh, okay. If H is if H is not 1, it starts off as 0. So the first time, then you interesting. So we're going to make, again, circles centered at the center of the screen, this time a radius of 175. And we're going to go down. But the first circle we draw will be yellow. And then I set H to 1, and then it's always that light purplish color. Okay, so I'm using H as a flag here in this subroutine. It is defined elsewhere and used when you're buying stocks, but the two don't interact. So, I mean, it's the same variable. I'm just using it in two different ways. So I must have to set it back to 0. Curious. Okay, then color 14 is yellow, and I'm printing the stock simulator in text. Then I'm making the 1.5 out of these text characters. Problem is with text characters, they overwrite the entire rectangular block. And so after I print all these text characters, I've upset the background color, and so there I do another paint command to fill in what I've destroyed printing text. Curious, this H gets set to 1. Now H is 1 at this point. We have to remember that. Okay, and then we do start, which is okay. If yes, your noise for A equals 1 to 2, play. So move up 4 octaves. Interesting. Move up 4 octaves, do all this melody, lots of 8s and Gs. Yeah, and then just play that through twice. And again, like always, ask for an M or an enter. Go back to text mode. Color 12 is that reddish color. Instructions is just print statements. So not a whole lot going on here. Speed, that's a new one. So speed, well, what can I say? Ask for the speed. Okay. So that gets set into the speed variable. Time 1, here we go. Timer. Timer is the number of seconds. Timer. An event trapping statement that enables, disables, or inhibits timer event trappings. Okay, so it's capturing the start time of the run, so we can calculate how many dollars a minute you won or lost. Stock pick is going to be pretty darn similar. The thing is, H is equal to 1 because of the title screen. So what I'm curious about is why don't we get that happening? No. And I'm saying no because I don't want to take unnecessary time. Okay, so the circle is growing. Then it's coming down and filling in. Okay, now H is 1. So I enter, fine, 100. And look at that, you get 100s. See, in previous versions, we didn't display the 100 here because of that flag H, but because we used it in the title screen, it was set to 1, and we see all 100s. I don't think it's bad to see 100s here, but in previous versions, we did not see 100s. Let's quit. Quit. Okay. Oh, okay. I gained 15 cents in half a minute. Okay, so that's that. That should be the same. Yep. Okay. And I think everything else is the same except this time. We're still calculating everything every 10 cycles, except now we're waiting instead. Whereas before this was 100, now it's actually the speed variable. That's customizable now. Okay, we'll do the winner. That's the same. Just gonna make sure, yeah. Ugh, I don't want to remember that. Amount should be the same. That's that formatted. This time we can change speed though. So SQ could actually be C. Okay, now while you've chosen C, so while you keep hitting C to change that speed, continue to run and get input for your speed, and then go back to amount. Ask for a new speed, go back to the gains and losses page, and keep doing that while, so this is a while and a while end. So this it's kind of like a do loop, except this does the check before you enter the loop. And so this will, the minimum this can run is 0 times. A do loop with the check after the loop at the end will run a minimum of 1 time. So that's the difference between the two. So this possibly might not run at all if you didn't hit C. Okay, loop, did I fix this? Last time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I did not fix that. Okay, if you got lots of money, then time 2 equals timer, and time total equals time 2 minus time 1. So we just took a snapshot of the time at the beginning, at the end, and we run this champ and go, woohoo! You are the ultimate in the stock simulator. Fantastic. So time tot is the total time you've been playing, and that gets stored in that variable. If you didn't win a whole lot of money, then just press any key to continue. And again, calculate your total time in the exact same way. So I could have done this before the if statement. I didn't have to do this twice in both the if and the else, but that's okay. Gain equals your money minus 100. That's how much you got. If you gained some money, then just do a simple division. Anyway, you played for this many minutes, which is time total divided by 60. So time total is the number of seconds that you played. And you received DPS. Oh, DPS is here, is your gain divided by your time total. Okay. Okay, same thing with the gain is less than 0. Now, if you didn't gain anything at all, you played for this many minutes and didn't gain or lose anything. I gave you the chance to gain money and you did nothing with it. How dare you? Oh, how dare you. Press any key to continue. So that's cool. The curious thing is we never ended up using this so variable. Not sure what that was all about, but oh well. Yeah, that's it. That is Stock Simulator version 1.5. This ends the Stock Simulator 1 series. And next time we'll be going towards we'll look through a non-stock simulator program. I don't know if I remember how to do those anymore, but we'll see. All right. Thanks for joining me in this adventure, in this episode of Adventures in Old Code. Have a nice day.